Yeah, she's tied up inside, so she's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm.
Eli, Iris. Shh, baby, you're on the phone. Oh, fuck.
With new horror movie titles coming out all the time, some will be inherently better than others. Let's take a look at some recent offerings that don't disappoint. Companion is a sci-fi thriller that definitely has some horror themes, and this one dropped earlier this year, starring Sophie Thatcher as Iris and Jack Quaid as Josh. This one opens innocently enough, with Iris recalling how she first met Josh and how she is hopelessly in love with him. Later, they take a trip to a secluded lake house. As we know, this is horror movie code for shit's about to go down.
Oh yes.
Here, they meet up with a motley crew of Josh's friends. It doesn't take long to realize something is off. At first, maybe you believe Iris has some hang-ups, social anxiety, or maybe some self-esteem issues, but this is where the movie takes a sharp turn. Now, this movie has been out for a while, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about the plot twist that makes this movie what it is.
3, 2, 1.
Sex robots. Yep, there it is, I said it. Kind of makes you feel bad that the collective intelligence of all mankind finally has the technical know-how to create lifelike AI, and what do we do with it? That's right, sex robots. So that's the twist, and it's pretty surprising. Also interesting to see that the robots get imprinted with a love memory of how they first met their owner. Mind you, these memories are all bullshit, but not to the robot. To them, this programming is their whole life, their purpose for being. And of course, there is an app to control your companion's attributes, strength, intelligence, and so on. Soon, the real motive of why Josh brought Iris to the lake house is revealed, and this one breaks down into a gory good time. If your vibe is futuristic sci-fi, or movies that spiral into carnal bloodbaths, check out Companion today. Okay, horror fans, when you watch this one, you've really got to keep in mind that at its core, Hard Eyes is a romance movie. But also it's horror. Good old-fashioned psychotic killer tracking you down and killing you in disturbing ways horror. And also it throws in some laughs to break the tension. I had a good time watching this. The cast is excellent, it has newer actors that made a good impression, but the supporting cast is pretty crazy. It has 2 detectives played by Jordana Brewster, well known for her work on The Fast and the Furious. The film actually pokes fun at this, as she and her partner are collectively named Hobbs and Shaw. And her partner is played by Devon Sawa, who we all know from films like Final Destination and Idle Hands. That fact floored me because I didn't even recognize him in the film. Then when I saw his name in the credits, I did a double take. Anyways, this film revolves around the Heart Eyes killer who tracks down lovers on Valentine's Day and makes sure nobody is getting a happy ending. The villain is pretty cool, has a decent mask, and his kills are very memorable. Allie and Jay, the main protagonists, soon find themselves in the killer's crosshairs and panic soon ensues. Can these 2 lovebirds make it out alive, or will the St. Valentine's Day massacre continue? If you're looking for an original take on horror that provides plenty of action and good scary fun, check this one out. You can view this one on Netflix. This platform has been lacking recently in the horror genre, so it's nice to see this addition to their library. Until Dawn is a survival horror movie. I just saw this one in the theater, and on the surface, I enjoyed it for what it is. Yes, this one is based on a video game, but unlike Doom or Resident Evil, I personally have not played the video game version. With that being said, this one might have a hole or two in its plot, and the ending left a little to be desired. But to be honest, it made for a good watch. Basically, this one starts out on a road trip, but not your typical road trip. Instead, our main character Clover is retracing the steps of her older sister who went missing a year prior. After a creepy chat with a gas station clerk, she gets a tip to check out Glore Valley. Gotta say, this scene reminded me of the creepy attendant that talks to the group of friends in the cabin in the woods. Once there, her and her friends check into the welcome center. Here she finds that her sister signed the guest book several times, her first real clue that she may be on the right track to find her missing sister. From here, the movie breaks down into pure horror. Run, die, repeat. This premise for me was pretty cool, and this movie had elements that reminded me of movies like Silent Hill. Until Dawn boasts some pretty cool villains, visually pleasing and creepy. From Wendigos to witches, giants and mass killers, Until Dawn brings the action and the scares. If you're looking for a good horror movie to watch in theaters, I don't think you'll go wrong with this one. Or if you want to wait until it's streaming, it should be available on Netflix this fall.
Let's get it now.
I'm just gonna grab it.
Okay.
Don't move.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
What? It's still in my face!
The Monkey is a dark comedy horror movie based on a Stephen King short story and is directed by Osgood Perkins, best known for his work on Longlegs. This movie stars Theo James, who plays a dual role as twin brothers Hal and Bill. Adam Scott and Elijah Wood also have roles in this film. This one comes out of the gate hot and never really slows down. When a man tries pawning off a toy monkey that drums, he soon realizes the monkey has other plans. When this satanic plaything drops a beat, watch out because it means someone is getting their wig split.
Oh no!
The monkey shifts focus between the two twin brothers and jumps between present day and back to when the brothers were younger. This pacing keeps the movie quite interesting. Beyond the satisfyingly brutal murder scenes, and let me tell you, there are a few, this movie does have deeper themes of growing up with a single parent and paying for the sins of your father. At the end of the day, The Monkey is what it is, a fever dream of murder and mayhem. If you're a fan of Stephen King, this one will do the trick for you. If you like horror with a side of visceral violence, The Monkey is sure to entertain. Heretic is the only movie on this list to not come out this year. It was released in 2024. If you haven't seen this one yet, do yourself a favor and check it out today. Starring Hugh Grant, who isn't known for his horror roles, pulls off a very good performance in this psychological horror masterclass that focuses on two Mormon missionaries played by Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher.
Many people believe Joseph, dum 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 dum.
If that latter name sounds familiar, it should. She plays the lead role Iris from the first movie we discussed, Companion. Couple that with her role on Yellow Jackets, and this young actress is definitely making a name for herself. When Mr. Reed, played by Grant, expresses interest in the girl's message, he invites them inside his home so they can further the discussion. This is where things start to get messy. It turns awkward and unsettling in the best way possible, building tension towards something unseen but that you can feel is hiding just beneath the surface. Little do the girls know, they are preaching to someone who is already well versed in religious dogma. So much so that he has broken down every major religion, their origins, their flaws, and after years of study he believes he has discovered the one true religion. From this point on, Heretic comes into its own and becomes a very thought-provoking movie. If you enjoy religious-themed horror, mystery, and intrigue, then I highly recommend this title. Heretic has become a personal favorite of mine. I find it to be very original and it feels fresh. Let me know in the comments what you think about Heretic or the other titles we've talked about today. Thanks for watching the video. I thought I'd focus on newer releases this time. Between last year and this year, we have been spoiled as horror fans with so many great releases. Hopefully you got something out of these recommendations. Until next time, this is Planet Phobia signing off, and as always, wishing you good luck on your horror journey.